Hey there, Sagittarius. It's me here, Krystal Clear, and I'm happy to deliver to you September 2024's reading. We're going to start by pulling 2 cards for the overall energy of the month. We'll pull 4 tarot and then a few cards for spirit advice. So starting the month off, Sagittarius, September 2024, we have the key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. And as we exit the month or as we end the month, energy flows where my intention goes. Indeed. And that's really it. Like, what are we asking for in prayer, right? The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. Yet, how often do we show up praying for what we think we need because it would fulfill whatever human physical thing that we're doing? And sometimes it really would be helpful for us to receive what it is that we're asking for in our prayer, but it comes down to intention. Energy flows where my intention goes. So if you're praying for something out of scarcity, out of regret, out of doubt, out of fear, if you're choosing something, if you're acting on something out of this place of, I don't know, just feeling like you don't have all of the resources that you need, then it's not going to be fruitful, because the intention of that is what is building, which is the scarcity, and I don't have enough. So the key to prayer is to forget what I think I need, and coming into that month with that mentality, growing into energy flows where my intention goes, I feel like you do start to understand that you have the resources that you need, that you do have everything at this time to complete whatever you need to complete or to move to the next chapter or phase, whatever it is that you're working on. It's just allowing for that to develop. And that is what I feel like you are learning here in September, Sagittarius. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull 4 cards. And yeah, as we leave the month, energy flows where my intention goes. I feel like you start to see fruition of the work that you're now doing. I feel like there was some cleanup that was needed energetically. An energetic cleanup was needed. And I do feel like maybe August allowed for that. Some energetic debris, some misunderstandings, miscommunications to be cleaned up. And here in September, that's where you realize, well, I have what it is that I need, and I always did. So my energy, my intention for my energy can now be in place of growth from what I already have, because I know that I have all of the things that I need. So now my prayers shift. Your prayers shift, Sagittarius, but we're learning and growing together. So let's see what we have. Yeah, so there's that scarcity mentality for sure, popping up first and foremost with the 4 of Pentacles. You can see she's clutching her garment, her purse or what have you, close to her bag. Her valuables, just keeping it close to her, afraid that she wouldn't have enough, or, afraid that the timing wouldn't work out. So I do feel that at the beginning of September, you're realizing how things actually worked out perfectly the way they were supposed to. Yeah, there's your 6 of Pentacles. Beautiful card to follow that 4 of Pentacles, because this indicates receiving what you need. It's almost like the manifestation card where you get what it is that you desire, and it's Pentacles. So it's growth. It's the 4 to the 6. And actually, you skipped the 5 of Pentacles, because I feel like that discomfort probably came previously. This is about realizing that even if I feel scarcity, even if I feel delay, even if I feel uncertainty, there is still progress happening. This feels a lot related to work, finances, for the Sagittarians who might be having and that makes sense, yeah, who might be having challenges or obstacles there with work and finances, especially because energy is and what we pay attention to matters, and money is also what we physically pay. So it would make sense that for those of you watching, well, okay, let's see it. 8 of Swords, there will be a bonus card that the restrictions are lifting, okay? The restrictions for the finances, they are lifting and they're shifting. Yeah, celebrations are ahead. So that 3rd week of September, we've got the 4 of Wands, and this is celebrating. So I do feel like there's something to celebrate. It could be unity, like togetherness with someone who's important to you that we love, because it's the wands, and that's like a really good connected feeling, togetherness. It could also be that, well, I finally connected with the right people in my network to allow for my professional growth and development. But there's definitely connection that is much needed, much celebrated, and much awaited. And finally, the last week, beautiful. When we're working with energy and prayer and intention, and we see the High Priest come in as the last card for the month, makes complete sense. That High Priestess is all about intuition, following your gut. It is connected to a higher perspective. And again, it's that shifting the perspective from this place of scarcity and not having enough, or holding on to what I have because I'm afraid to lose it, to this place of intuition and High Priestess and knowingness that I have everything that I need and I am provided for. It's going to be a transformational month for you, Sagittarius. So I do feel that this hits mostly in that career, financial, professional development bracket, that you connect with the people that you need to help expand your finances. So if you've been having some financial issues or some issues with the job recently, I feel like September brings some real closure and confirming that, like, you might get that raise that you've wanted, or a position opens up and you get the offer, or there's just a completely, even a new business or opportunity that you get yourself connected with. But there's an expansion there that happens for sure, that you've been working hard for, and you knew it was just a matter of time, and it feels like it's the timing. And so now you learn that the faith and the process was worth it. All right, so let's pull 3 cards here for Spirit's advice as you navigate. We've got Journey, Embody Grace, and radiate self-compassion. Because I feel like you know this to be true, to mind your intention, whatever, and all those great things that we can say in these mantras. But then the journey happens, right? Then life's distractions happen, and hardships happen, and struggle comes in, and obstacles present themselves. And that's where we really put our faith to the test. That's where we hopefully can embody grace. And I feel like you have, Sagittarius. But when the journey kicks in and the realities of the journey kicks in, how we handle it matters most. And handling it with grace, and grace is like giving yourself the space between, wow, this happened. Number 2, I'm a human, so I feel this sort of way about it. And number 3, I also have faith and I can see a higher perspective. So I'm going to allow for that to trickle in to make me feel a little bit more confident before I make the next move. That's what this embodied grace card is. If you don't feel that you've been able to be in that space up until recently, I feel like September allows for you to embody that grace. And if you have been, Spirit is encouraging that this is exactly what you need to be doing to expand your energy, to allow for that intensifying of the momentum. And that's why you get the job, you get the call, you make the move, something with that work-life balance. And finally, Spirit says radiate self-compassion. Self-compassion. And you can do such a good job for other people and be helpful to other people and encourage other people, and maybe even speak really nicely about awareness and forgiveness and things like that. But do you really allow yourself to radiate the compassion for who you are, how you've responded in situations, or any of the experiences that you've had, and you can't take it back? Like, maybe the key to prayer is to forget what you think you need, and maybe you can just pray for what you have, and pray for the grace that you've had to move you through some of these challenging times, to pray for the second chance, third chance, however many chances, giving gratitude. Let your prayer be a place of gratitude rather than what I need. And a compassionate place when you practice that, because you're realizing we're not ever going to have enough. We're humans, right? And our whole thing here in human school is that we learn to work through these experiences and feelings and emotions and raise our consciousness for the continuation of life, if you believe that. So can you be compassionate? Can you find the compassion for yourself for this knowledge that you receive when you receive it? And then you just forgive yourself for not knowing what you didn't know before you didn't know it. And now that you do, well, energy flows where my intention goes. Now I can make a different decision. Now I can move forward in this place of knowing that I don't know it all. I don't have it all, and I won't ever. But that doesn't stop me from receiving all that I meant to. It doesn't mean that I am bound for struggle. That the balance, the truth of struggle, let's say, and obstacles and challenges is reward and ease and peace. So that is what's true. That is the universal law. So you have to allow for that and to believe that it's coming into your experience. And I feel that it is Sagittarius. So I hope you feel that too. If we vibe, please subscribe. I hope this helps as you navigate the month of September. And I'm wishing you all the very best blessings and love always. Take care.